y'all don't normally see me on Sunday. Okay. I know y'all don't, because I'm not normally on here on Sunday. But today I needed to get on here because there's a lot going on. And you all need to rein it in. Okay. Rein it in. So as you see, the title of this video, whoops. Um, TikTok. Y'all hold on a second. Hold on a second. Oh, it was up there. Okay. Back. We're back. We're back. Let me let TikTok get back on. Sorry about that, y'all. So anyway, we now got to get on excuse me, about our business. All right, so you all have been following, you all have been researching, you all have been trying to find, seeing what to do, seeing what to take, seeing who to listen to, seeing who to work with, seeing all of this. Now it's time to work. It's time to work. As you all see, the title of this video is you have the carrier. Now what? Okay. For me and many of you who all have been following me, you know that 2022 is a year of action for me. I talked all 2020, 2021. Now it's time to put in work. Okay. Many of you know, well, hello. My name is Marian E. King, owner of Empty Nest LLC, doing business as Empty Nest Logistics. I am an entrepreneur, and one of the businesses that I run is independent dispatching. So, with independent dispatching, if you do not know, it is not easy. Yes, it may be the most cost effective space to enter into the transportation industry. However, comma, it is not easy. It requires the most work, especially on your mental. Okay. A lot of people don't talk about it, and we'll get there another day. But anyway, at this time, everybody who has been seeking and listening and watching since 2020, 2021 should be operating in the space, prepared to operate in the space, moving and shaking in the space, thinking about the space. And by this time, everyone should have a carrier. You should have the idea, you should have the concept. If you do not, we will get to your questions and concerns momentarily. I am on here today because I am concerned that many of you do not understand the magnitude of what it is that you do. So now you have the carrier. Now you need to know what to do. Um, Many of you know I started with a non CDL box truck, new authority. The company was new, and so was I. It was challenging, but we kept pressing and pushing, and we endured. And now we are going on 3 years in, and we have three tractor trailers, two refrigerators, okay, and one van, which lets you know I have endured, I have learned, I have pushed through, and I have gotten my owner operator carrier in position to see success, which is why we keep adding trucks. Okay, we have not been phased in this gas situation. We have not been phased. We have not had to park. As a matter of fact, we are still continuing to move forward and prosper. And that is because movement that I am making, and am making it make sense. So I'm coming back to my basics because there's a lot of you who have gotten a carrier. There's a lot of you who are understanding that although you may have been taught to run out here and chase behind dry vans and refrigerators and flatbeds, you are understanding that that's not realistic, and that's not who's coming to you all. That wasn't who was coming to me as well, but I wasn't taught that. I took on the challenge and I grew that, and we are now growing into fleet status. Okay. So what I need for you to understand is I have been there. Okay. Made a couple t-shirts and ebooks about it. Okay. So what I want to do is help you all to move forward. Yes, I have my Patreon community. Okay. Yes. However, comma, there are many of you who don't know about it and who have not joined. But I know that there are people out here seeing and wallowing in the dread of not being able to find something for these box trucks. Okay. Um, you don't know, or you haven't researched, or you don't understand what they should be making, as far as their rate per mile. That is something that you have to look into. I may or may not mention it, help you through that part, but I know what I am going to do. So, one of the very first things that I'm going to tell you all, for those who say, how are you running this truck? How did you do that? It's so hard. I can never find anything. First of all, you need to be up early in the morning. Early in the morning, 6:45, 7 p.m. I mean 7 a.m., 6:45 a.m., 7:47 a.m., 7:15, 7:30. This is when they begin to start putting, if you are using the load board, okay, the DAT, I know for sure. This is when they start loading the loads. Let me tell you something very important. If you have not found a load for your new box truck carrier by 10:30 a.m., the likeliness of that happening for the day is slim to none. So, the very first thing that you need to do is be up early in the morning, preparing for 8 o'clock when the brokerage is open and you can begin to call them. All right. So, what I'm going to do for you and help you out is I am going to be on these people's good internet. Okay, between 7 and 7:15 a.m. If you are on here and you can catch me live, we can talk about it and talk through it. If you are not here, I am not going to wait for you, and I am not going to sit on here, because we are in the time of movement. And everybody wants to got these questions. I can't do it. I can't move. I can't find nothing. But you want to wake up at 11 a.m. looking for something for your carrier. This is not a sleep in and chill situation. This is not part time. Okay, I understand that people work and still have to work. There is an option for those people. That is to hire someone. Okay, you can hire someone to run your business and you can pay them from commission. Okay, you can let them know that this is a commission based situation where you can continue to do your job and they can get your businesses started for you if you're deciding or trying to plan your way out of corporate. Um, it's getting old and it's getting tiring. The carriers are out here and the dispatchers are out here, but they're not knowing, what to do, how to do. They're not moving, and you need to have an understanding. You cannot lay in until 9, 10 o'clock in the morning and then get up and decide that you're going to look for something for your carrier. It's not happening. You are going to also realize that once you start moving in this, your body and your mind will begin to push you to wake up. And these may just be things that people don't know. Okay. But I need to get on here and talk to y'all about it. And not only am I going to talk to you about it, I'm going to be about it, which means that I'm going to be up. Okay. I'm going to be up because I don't have to, my carriers, they say all is well. But if I'm going to be talking to you all and helping you all and trying to get you into a space where you can operate, I need to show you. Okay. No, I will not be getting into detail and going deep and all that because I have a space for that. But you need to at least have some motivation, number one, about yourself. Okay. And number two, many of you need somebody to push. Okay, so even if we're on here answering questions and concerns at 7 o'clock in the morning, I know that you're up. I know that you're trying. Now, let me tell you what you're going to need. Okay, you need to know all of the things that your carrier needs. You need to know what they want as a rate per mile. You need to be prepared to do some negotiation. You need to be ready to contact a broker. All right, you need to be ready. Okay. It's time. It's time, and playtime is really over. It's been over, but it's really over now. So I want to be the change that I needed, that I need to see, that I want to see, and I want to be what I needed when I was out here looking and wasn't nobody to help me, and there was nobody to tell me what to do, how to do. There wasn't any. There wasn't any. So I'm trying to knock down some of the, I'm not going to say excuses because a lot of people just do not know, but I will not continue to watch and listen to people not doing because they don't know. You don't know that you can't lounge around all day and operate in this space. You don't know that if you don't find something, especially for a box, but just for new businesses in general, by 10:30 a.m., that the likeliness of that happening is not going to happen. And you would rather have that happen while you were up early looking for it and you just couldn't get it, rather than you woke up at 10 and 10:30 and all was gone. Okay, I'm going to tell you something else that is very important. The carriers, owner operators, independent contractors, whatever they like to call themselves, drivers as well, are watching these broadcasts. Okay, because when they come to you as a dispatcher, they trust that you know what you're doing. They trust that you're going to move them. They trust that you know how and can do things that they cannot do for themselves. All right. But we as dispatchers are dropping the ball. We think that it's a game. We think that we're going to roll over and do whatever whenever we get ready, and whenever we get to it, it's just going to happen. As the independent dispatcher, you are the SME. All right. You are the subject matter expert, and it is your expertise that is going to be necessary to be instrumental in the success of these carriers' businesses. And if you don't get about your business, you can't get about their business, because we have a lot of complaints that the carrier don't want to move, the carrier don't want to go nowhere, the carrier just want to be local and they knew they can't do that. The carrier, but the dispatchers are dropping the ball as well, because you have those carriers who are out here willing to move. They're up at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, fully dressed, and they got their boots by the front door just in case they take off, and you still sleep. You're still resting. One of the things that you need to know at this juncture in your dispatching business is you don't get to rest like the carrier gets to rest. Okay. So even when you get rolling, and even when they moving, and even when they take their 10-hour breaks, and even when you are still yet working, because you need to be prepared for their next move. Okay. We work while they sleep. We work while they're awake. Excuse me. And in the beginning, I'm sorry, just lounging around and resting is not going to be it. Shoot, I'm 3 years in and it's still not it. It's still not it. Because although I'm working with the same carrier, same owner operator, and different equipment now, cancellations are still real. Okay. Flat tires and engine problems, miscellaneous, just out of the blue things are still real. So yes, we are at the point where I can schedule them out. However, I still have to be focused and ready for anything that may happen out there. And I have to get in contact with the broker, or I have to send a tow truck, or I have to. So please understand that this is not easy. Yeah, I know what you heard. I know, ooh, goodness knows. I know what you heard. I know what somebody said. I know all of the things, but I'm gonna tell you what I know for sure from experience, from every day. Okay, it's real out here. It's not easy. Okay, and yes, it's a $900 billion industry, but it's not easy to get your piece of the pie. Now, what is going to be easier is for you to find out the recipe. Okay, it'll be easier for you to find out the recipe, or a recipe. All right. So it is important to me that in this year of action, hello, action, that we be about our action and we get an example in case we don't know what the action is. See, here's the thing. We got everybody and they mama, uncle, cousin, kinfolk, friend selling courses. Okay. Everybody out here ready to get some money. Everybody out here is ready to try to do what they can, not to do the work, but get straight to the money. Everybody. We see it every single day. Okay. Well, it's time to do something different. Okay. Again, the only way that I can present some of these things and talk about these things is because I do them. They are from experience and application. And in my experience and the ideas and ways that I have applied to see success, okay, is I had to do it. That's what takes them to failure quickly, Alex, quickly. Because when you don't study something, when you don't do something, when you don't look into something thoroughly, you're going to be limited. And the reason that you all can't find a space like mine, like my Patreon for sure, is because there are people who do not have enough experience and application and information to take you any further. All they can do is sell you their course. All they can do is invite you to a group, but when you ask questions, they're going to ignore you or they'll tell you to go to the search bar. Okay, I don't want to be that person. I'm currently creating a team because I don't want to continue to wear myself thin, but where I can be is where I'm going to be. Okay, so for now, we here. We here. And if you are serious about what it is that you're doing and what you want to do and how you want to do it, I'll see you, because I don't have a reason to be up at 7 o'clock in the morning, because I have my carriers them set and I have things right. But instead of me laying in the bed because I don't have to be, I know there are other people out here who need to get into a space of comfort, who need to get into a space of understanding, who need to really get an understanding at the juncture that they're in. They've taken a course. Okay, cool. They've been told to jump out here and get these certain pieces of equipment, which they can't get, and they've gotten discouraged. So they have decided to settle, so they think, for a box truck. But they're not giving it their all because, first of all, that's not what they wanted. Second of all, they feel like it's challenging and difficult because they can't find anything. Thirdly, there's nobody out here telling them that that is to be expected. Here I am. Here I am. What's happening, 357? Here I am. And the only reason that I can do it is because I've been there. Okay, I've been here crying and praying and wondering what's going on. Am I failing? Is this right? What am I doing wrong? I know that I've studied. I know I've showed myself approved. Why can't I? How is it? Okay, but I pushed through. Okay, and in that pushing, okay, we're bearing fruit. Okay, we are bearing fruit. And it is because I, as the dispatcher, said they're going to work hard. I'm going to work harder. I'm going to do everything that I can to move them, make sure that they get paid, make sure that it makes sense, make sure that I get these people back home where I brought them out from. I decided, the dispatcher decided, that when I am going to take these people on, I am going to operate with them in their business and for their livelihood as I would for myself in my business and my livelihood. Okay, I understood that there was a responsibility that came with this. Okay, and it was more than booking a load. Okay, and the only way that I found out it was more than booking a load is because I do it. I found out quickly that you do not rest like you want to rest. I found out quickly that this is a mental thing, and if you don't have your mind right, then this ain't gonna go well for you. I learned quickly that if you don't get your household in order and have your partner, your significant other, understand that this is how it's going to go, this is how it moves, this is what's going to happen, this is how long I need to be up. Yes, I need to get up in the middle of the night to answer my phone. Yes, I need to be up in the middle of the night to handle this situation. Then it's not going to work out, because if you don't have some type of support, that's not going to be it. Okay, it's not going to be it. Not at all. Okay, I understand that you got to get your house in order. I understood that, yes, people want to tell you that you're going to be at home and you're going to be in the same house. You're going to be with your family and you don't have to worry about it. You're going to be in the same house. You're going to be in the same house. But when you're working your business like you're supposed to, you won't be. Hey, baby, sugar, sweeties, sit down. This is your snack. This is your situation. Handle that. As soon as mommy finishes, she will. Okay. If you got children that are mindful of time, hey, at this time right here, mama, daddy gonna come over, handle the situation. We're gonna do this, and I'm gonna be back to what I'm doing. You have to bring and grow your household with you. People don't tell us this. They tell us to run and get an LLC. All right, get your EIN. Then they want to bog you down with all this fake business credit. The SBA said they just released $3 million. Let me help you get you some. Okay, come see me, come join me. Come to my conference, come to my situation. I got you, but you don't have a carrier. Okay, because this is the part that people don't talk about. It's not a quick return. You won't get a carrier quickly. You won't get what you're looking for quickly. This is serious. This is serious. They also don't tell you that you still need help after the course, because the course is wonderful. Don't get me wrong. However, everything that we do in this space is a right now thing. Right now, I got a question or a situation and there's nobody to ask. That's why I created a space for my people. Okay, I created a space for them. So when they finish their course, they come in here. Okay, I got stuff we got posted up. We meet on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We got Discord going on. That's 24 hours a day. That way, when it is happening and it is in action, there is somebody to assist you, because this is not a space or a place where you can take a course and just jump out here and be ready. You need somebody to be there for you. You need somebody to help you understand what's going on. You need somebody that lets you know that this is how it's going. No, you're not going to get them all. No, you're not going to be able to negotiate them all. No, the broker is not going to give you every load. No, you're not going to be able to negotiate, but you need to know these things. So when you come in contact with these things and they happen, you can say, you know what, that lady told me, I don't like it. It don't feel good. I've been enduring it. She let me know it, but I still don't like it. I still don't like it. Diane, who are you talking to? Was there somebody on here that you're talking to in the comments? Because I don't understand what you're saying. May I join you at 7 if I don't have a carrier? Are you in the Patreon? Are you in the confidence building, Diane? Anybody who is in the confidence building, you are more than welcome to join us. If you already passed your 30 days, then you can come on Saturdays, on Thursdays, and always in Discord. You just, well, after you've been in the Patreon space for 30 days, you'll no longer come to the cold calling, because that is for those who just got in here. So we're giving them leads, we're coaching them through and making sure that they do what needs to be done. This guy named Jamero made it for me. 357. Mm-hmm. And let me talk about the confidence building space real quick. It's $25 a month for the membership. It is for those who have already taken a course. You know, you can breeze on through. If you have not, you are still welcome. I don't knock other learning spaces. I don't knock self-learning, okay? But I want to prepare you and let you know, and you can hit the link in the bio, you all, that if you are there and you realize, if you haven't taken a course, that you need one, then I do have one. And in the Patreon space is the only place that you can get my self-paced course for $299. But again, that is only if you realize that you need that. But understand that if your learning is limited, that is not on me. The Replay Revelations is also a resource center. So every cold calling that we've done, every Thursday night that we've done, every impromptu meeting that we've had is on there. So you can go back and learn whatever you need to learn. It is there. Everything is recorded. Also in the Patreon space, let me talk to my people who still work. The Patreon space is a space of action. So on Tuesdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, if you are at work, you have to catch the replay. Anybody who attends the live must cold call. We provide you with leads in there, and we cold call the whole time. Okay? We do have pauses for some of our people who are actively dispatching and and they are calling brokers. So we do pause, so you'll be able to hear a broker call while you're doing it. So you hear what happens, you hear how the negotiations happen, and we do those live because everything is in action right now. So that's the only thing. If you can now on Thursdays, you're more than welcome to chime in and sit and listen, because we are recapping. We're talking about our week. We're talking about what was easy. We're talking about what was not so easy. You know, we're really pulling that together. But I just got to let you know, I do not play games or money games or anything like that. So anything you need to know, ask me. But for the most part, I'll let you know. Another thing is, when you enter the space, make sure that you get your ebook, My Homeboy Said. Okay, $9.99. This is what we utilize when we're doing our cold calling on Tuesday. If you've never heard about this book, get it in your life. Okay, so in this book, we show you how to find your own carriers, how to create your own leads list, how to interview the carrier, what to say, all of that. How to rebuttal when you Get those carriers that say, why should I pay you? How much you gonna make me? The company that I used to work for, why should I pay you? All of those things, it tells you how to respond to that, because you're gonna get it. You're going to, because people need to know what I'm giving you some money for. You don't do nothing but sit at your house. That's what they think that we do. And lastly, in that ebook, it tells you how to talk to a broker when you have your first phone call. I dispatch right now, I dispatch 2 refrigerators in a dry van. I'm not accepting any new carriers. However, I'm teaching people every day, so they will be prepared, Derek. So yeah. I'm also about to have a class for those carriers who want to dispatch themselves. I am going to teach you what to do and what to look for so you don't get crapped on. Okay. That's a lot of the things that I'm having and coming in contact with, whether it's by way of rudeness, which is dispatchers are scams. Why we need to give you some money? I'm not giving you nothing. And then they turn back around and say, hey, I did a load for a broker and it's been 60 days and they ain't paid me. Well. Welcome back. All right, you are now speaking with the scammer that you were so boldly, calling us. But I'm gonna go ahead and help you. But I want to make sure that you know what to look for so you don't get crapped on. All right. So I'm out here. I'm trying to help all of us. I'm a shipper manufacturer that moves over 150 loads a month. Well, all right. How can we? But you're looking for flatbeds. Okay. So I do have people that come in contact with us with flatbeds. If you can inbox me your information, we will definitely. Okay, because I'm here for partnerships as well, referrals, because it's a community of us and we need help. We need connections. Don't nobody want to tell us nothing. Don't nobody want to be working with them because we'd be new. Just all kind of just things. Um, and shipper direct freight conversations, we're going to start having those as well, because people seem to think that that's just something going to be easy and people going to be able to do it and just jump out there and get it. But I got you, Derek. Definitely send me that message and I'll definitely get a memo out here, because you need some folks, and there's some folks out here that need some work. And if they can get them a direct situation, that'll work out too. No, you do not. You get group on Thursday. IMQ. But we have the Discord that bumps all the time. Oh, I'm here for it. I'm here for it, Derek. I understand. Because they be doing their own thing. But I don't knock a broker, because there are some that's on the up and up. But I respect your mind, because with you, I would only send people who are ready to do what needs to be done, because you have your preference and they need what needs to be done. So I ain't gonna knock it. I'm gonna send them directly to you. You hear me? But yeah, they on some other stuff. So yeah, we don't do one-on-one coaching, not for $25 a month, but we do group coaching on Thursday, and you have access to assistance on the Discord space. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you this. I do not force you to do anything. Like when you join the Patreon space, which is actually coaching, mentoring, in a group fashion. If you pay your $25 a month and you don't attend anything, I'm going to encourage you. I'm only going to let you sit for so long, though, because I'm not the person that wants your money, but you're not doing what needs to be done, because that for me doesn't make any sense. I know people will be like, what? But they paying anyway. Yes, but I'm also offering a service, providing myself and offering up time, and for you never to show up or never watch the replays. Yeah. So yeah. So I'm gonna need to be seeing some of y'all in the morning, because I am tired. I'm tired of seeing people treated crappy. I'm tired of seeing people begging for help, this place, that place, and nobody will assist them unless it's monetary gain. So what I'm offering is I will be on here, okay, while you are working through. because you cannot sleep in and do this full time. Get your butt up and get to work for your carrier. It doesn't matter if they sleep. You still need to be working. Okay. All right, y'all. All hearts and minds are clear. Do we have an understanding? All right, now, Derek, send me that message. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna get off here. Thank y'all so much for your time. You could have been anywhere but here, but you decided to swing on through and give me a few minutes of your time, and I greatly appreciate it. So I will see those of y'all who need to be in the morning between 7 and 7:15 a.m. and have your stuff together. Make your calls. You got it is imperative, y'all. It is imperative. So get on up. Again, many of you, the most of you, new dispatchers, you have box trucks. You need to have your tail up. Okay. And these loads need to be located, contacted, and all of that by 10:30 a.m. It's different if you couldn't find anything, but it's very different if you just woke up at 10:30 a.m. and decided you were going to look for something for the carrier. Okay, we got to do right. We have to understand that as entrepreneurs, we have to be self-motivated. We have to be organized. We have to be pushing even when nobody else is pushing. Okay, and I'm going to be up to push you, but I can't push you if you don't show up, because that's the number one thing. You got to show up for yourself. I can show up all day, every day, but if you don't arrive, can't help you, can't guide you, can't do nothing for you. And it's all on you. All right. So understand what we're doing, how we do it. Okay. Because we are the make or break of these people's businesses. All right. Greatly appreciate y'all. Y'all have a happy rest of your Sunday. Let me get ready to get myself ready to go lay it down because 7:15 gonna come early. Okay. All right. Thank y'all so much. And I will talk to y'all tomorrow.